Chapter 1 and ladies, my name is Chaz, and welcome to the What If Zuko had Zoro's link, or was Zoro from One Piece? Just to clarify, not the not Zoro from his own series that was like yeah. So in this what if, hold on, sorry about that. So yeah. So basically, this is supposed to be him. And don't worry, his eyes are closed. Don't worry. I drew him with his eyes closed. This one, not the other ones. Okay? These are just what I was trying to have. So, in this instance, Zuko does have a sister in this what if called Zumi, but yeah, I was gonna do what if Moo the Moo, yeah, like a cow goes moo moo, yeah. So basically, yeah, this guy so Zuko has the weapon of only one sword at the start of this series. He trained his body every day, in this what if. So, yeah. Basically, so let's begin. And I may add some, like, quirks and abilities to him. But his main ones is infinity, is his ability. Also zero. And he has a quirk of fire manipulation. Or elemental manipulation. I was gonna give him the clear one. Yeah. So, give me a moment to add one last part. Sorry about that. Yeah. So, Zuko was born. Ern was Zumi. Of course, at the age of 4, they went to the court doctor. But yeah, I keep forgetting one special person. That special person is Rinko. So, Rinko was or is at age of 3. They already met at age of 3. But she was so embarrassed that she wants to, like, date him so bad. But then, yeah. So then at age of 4, they add the quirk doctor. So the quirk doctor was told, here, I might be lazy on it. So the quirk doctor tells Zumi that she has a quirk. Fire manipulation. But he also looked at Zuko and tells him that he doesn't have a quirk and all that stuff. So he basically lied to the Zuko. So Zuko ended up crying because he knows that he'll probably get abandoned by his parents. So they did abandon him, as it broke his heart. Then he made a promise to himself. That he made a promise to himself that he has to prove himself to basically become stronger. So what does he do? He trained with 3 sword style thing. So, and he, instead of becoming like Hero Killer Stain, he became the opposite. Villain Killer Zuko. Basically, as he goes and because his power he gained and like through all that hard training thing. So with 3 swords. As he also unlocked, or actually in this alternate timeline, there's 3 things. There's quirkless, quirked, and abilities, and hockey. So usually people have 1 or 2, but Zuko has all 4 of them. And when you unlock all 4 of them, or when you're born with all 4, they all... I'm okay. So, And no, I'm not, having any sponsorship because they need more popular. So, So, basically, Zoro, or Zuko, goes by the name of Villain Killer Zoro. And, he vanishes. He does a ninja vanish stuff a lot. So, and what I was saying, if he unlocks all 4, was born with all 4, he trained in his body, and all 4 of them fused into one most powerfulest upgrade. That's what I call it. The upgrade. stage. So basically, he trained his entire body to handle pain, as he didn't go to UA. He became and eventually, like what the hero killer stain is, but he is hunting villains down left and right. Because compared to Zoro from One Piece, Zoro he always gets lost. Like, he finds no directions. But Zuko knows every inch of it to find. So he slaughtered more villains than the pro heroes owns, as all the villains were slain by Zoro, villain killer Zoro. That's his name. As he slaughtered them left and right. He didn't care who he had to kill. That's not a villain. As he did lock his memories away, because he knew that he won't allow, and he unlocked a special skill with it called invisibility. I'll just give it to him anyways. So he was way more invisible compared to Invisible Girl. Oh. He makes his entire, clothes. I know that you're probably, flying to the keyboard, that you're saying that, oh, Zoro doesn't have that, and Sanji, he needed that clear fruit that turns your body into visible and all that stuff. So, yeah. So he also has sense. Like, every time someone tries to, throw, ninja stars at him, he just tilts his head or move his body faster than a split second. So, yeah. Reason why I'm choosing this or choosing Zoro over any other One Piece characters, is that I already did, what if Zuko was Chopper, and I did, what if, or I'm doing this, because it's basically reindeer, and then Zoro. I should do what if female Zuko was Nami, and then so I'm into this what if. So he's very intelligent compared to Zoro. He doesn't fall into any traps, as he trains his entire body. Yeah, he trained. Imagine having to train every single day, every single minute, when there's no like villains to face. So, and his sister does like the same thing in canon. Like, his sister does the same thing in canon, like the Zuko from canon one. But yeah. So, you Yue is afraid of whoever this mystery guy is. Yeah. He knows that oh, I forgot to. I already did the. What if Deku was Usopp? Um. So we have Chopper, Usopp, Zoro. I'm doing now Zoro. So yeah, this stuff. Um. I'm just thinking about trying to. So, and reason why I'm adding Rinko into this what if is because it's not because of the anime or manga. It's because of you fan and you fans are made so many ships between Zoro with that girl. Though, let me show you which one I'm talking about. This one, like this stuff right here. It seems like you're all really like this because of how Zoro and her, or yeah. So that's what I was trying to go off of. So the Zoro who, or of course Zuko in this what if, scares everyone because everyone that like citizens are like locked into their house. They can never leave their house when this like lunatic. And so then the pro heroes are trying to find out who this Zoro guy is. Yeah. And yeah, they had wanted posters all over the news and the other stuff. Like, but Zuko's bounties thing is way higher than Zoro's is. It is in like equivalent to over okay 110,000 no 110,100,000,000,000 trillion billion. I feel like that guy from that one scene in the anime where he looks so like drunk. Like, what eyesight? I need to go to a doctor to see what my to have some reading glasses and all that stuff. So then, yeah, But it was, here, let me draw the number 2. It was over 9,000 berries. Yeah. What, like, imagine him having like this bounty, but times 9,000. Here, let me do that for you. Yeah, look at that number right there. His bounty is that. How much? Yeah, so everyone is trying to look for that guy, but the entire like country, like city, was like, there he is, get him. And of course he takes out all of them without a single scratch. And as there was, Zuko wasn't a human. His body evolved. And yeah. So there's 2 people that want him. The pro heroes and the villains. The villains are like, of course, or not, I almost said Nezu. All for One smiles at that thought of having this mystery guy. He's power. All to himself. Ew. As All Might says, if he takes out the remaining people, what would he do? As some of the pro heroes are thinking that that they have to stop him no matter what. As Zuko was like, of course, Asashi is terrified because he knows that the Zuko, or he forgot all about his abandoned son. Yeah, when he grew to be a adult thing, and then a 15. Yeah. So he became such a skilled swordsman. Yeah. So then he trained harder. And you know that thing that he always used? The width? I forget his name. So that one? And like, he trained in like that. Like, instead of like normal, like, because stuff, so the students supposed to stay at UA, but they had the USJ thing completely canceled. Because if they had him running amok thing, like the. But he's not causing any chaos. He's just trying to fight off his boredom. And yeah, and so the sports festival, everybody is at stage as he was walking around. But he did notice a weird aura. As he looks over and he sees Hero Killer Stain. As Hero Killer Stain looks at him. As he says that, or actually, Hero Killer Stain says, "You must be Zoro, the villain killer or villain killer Zoro. Am I right? How do you know my name?" As that's his secret name. Or no, that's his real, or he uses it way more than the normal person. So, Hero Killer Stain says you're stronger than a normal human. You have an upgrade. And as Zoro, or technically is like Zuko, but I'll use his name, Zoro. Zoro says, "What does that mean?" "Well, you must be born with all five or all four abilities, and the upgrade would evolve into your body. But I see that you had some heavy training. You knew every attack." And yeah, Zoro was strong. But yeah, he yawns. For a while. As he says, gets as Zuko part, or gets everyone's more afraid of you than of me. So let's have a battle. Idle. As he says, "Alright, ain't. You got my attention of it." As Zoro, who likes a good challenge. So, what does he do? He trains his body to handle, the one that you see before you. Yeah, when he did that, Hero Killer Stain and him did that little charge thing, and only person that fell was Hero Killer Stain. Because he had such bad stabs things, like the blade. As Hero Killer Stain died that fateful day. Yeah. As there was no wounds to his body. Because if he did had wounds, he would have probably had one across his stomach. So yeah, basically, that's what Zuko is, and everyone fears him, as he says, as his, of course, Tenya's brother looks around, and he feels the aura from Hero Killer Stain. And when he got to there, he looks down and he sees the dead body of Hero Killer Stain as he flips it over. And they could not believe that he was already dead. Yeah, he took out him way faster than a normal human. He got taken out. So, yeah. And so, the blade marks on his arm, or on his chest, symbolizes that the Zoro, or he got cut by really long blades. As he had a bounty on his head for over. Of course, Zoro collected that bounty thing from Hero Killer Stain, because in this what if, whoever has a bounty, they are now the primary targets. So yeah. But Zoro, or let's say the Hero Killer Stain, first of all, had 9, like, way over him. But he lost. So Zoro, and the heroes are like, the government bumps his bounty to over here. You know that thing that I said about him? So times 10 more. Yeah. Or no, 100 more. Yeah. So yeah, this is what he sorry. So this is what he is. His bounty is through the roof, as everyone wants him. Everyone wants to collect that bounty. But who has the highest bounty is All for One. His bounty is infinite bounty. Like infinity. If Zoro claims that, his bounty could go infinite. Basically, he'll be yeah. So he looks around. For a while. And yeah, so All Might was like gonna battle against him. But Zuko, of course, All Might was about to get killed. Home. And then because of his in hockey. Sorry, couldn't find it, but it was the same thing. The one that he used. Well, imagine his right arm when he came in for his attack. When he flew his arm, as he said, no sword style. Oh, swing, as he caused such a bad storm that the energy went up into the air. Yeah, he saved All Might's life. As All Might and everyone, as All Might sees he got saved by a villain killer, Zoro. Yeah, that's his actual hero name. As he says, this might be fun. What is his bounty? Infinity, right? I'm not gonna go easy on you. As All Might, each face is same thing. This guy's crazy. If he takes out, or if he tries to, as All for One says, you are super legendary rare species or type of human. As All for One explains that you were born with all four of the, or all of them inside your body, and they all fused into one and together. So, yeah, basically he ended up telling Zuko or Zoro that with that much power at your fingertips, what will you do? As he says, as Zoro looks at him, he says, well, with this much power, I would rather save the citizens like a good, or like a pro hero. Oh, from you villains that you don't have any respect for. Yeah. So, Zoro, or of course, one person that's my favorite person in the entire anime thing of My Hero Academia is Toga. As Toga sees her favorite idol standing right in front of her. Not in front of them. As, yeah, he wants to become him. him. But his threatening aura makes her all her entire body couldn't stop shaking so bad. As he that Zoro basically looks at him. Of course, he yawns before, as he says that you might be the only person that you might be the only person that is the strong enough. Huh? Huh? But to my eyes, you're only a second rank, or like very last rank. So, so they had their, or before they start, All for One wants to see if he could take this, as he used the same like laser cannon that Zoro reflected, and to see if he could survive it. And it was at full power. Yeah, it was at full power, not holding back. And All for One used it on Zoro. I almost said, yeah. So basically, yeah, the as All for One says, this attack will shatter me, bones, everything. I mean, but then when the smoke cleared, and Zoro was still standing as he looks up. But instead of saying nothing happened, as Zuko, or as everyone just looked at him like they thought that powerfulest attack from All for One kills anyone else, or kills anyone that, yeah. But then when they saw Zuko like standing right there bleeding, as he says this, my turn. Let me show you my ultimate attack. As he uses his own like thing, like that move. Yeah, he turns All for One into a, like, he basically fillet a fish kind, like turns All for One into an appetizer. Yeah, because how fast he is, he used his power, or actually he used the three sword or one sword style. When he pulled out his blade, he used the same technique that what Rock uses, that skeleton guy from One Piece. And when he walked right past All for One, he put his thing away. And yeah, Zuko was, as All for One and his entire body scattered him into ashes. Yeah, basically, as he itched his head, and the only thing that was left of All for One was All for One's helmet, his support gear, as he puts it right in front of All Might, as he tells him that the have fun and thing. Where are you going? I'm gonna keep training my body. As he jumps. Yeah, so Toga fell in love with him. And you know who else fell in love with him from Class 1B? Yeah, Rinko. And Rinko had a crush on him. From age of 3 to right now. And yeah. So everyone is terrified. Like absolutely, positively terrified of Zoro. Oh. But we all know that it's Zuko. So, yeah. So he trains hard. As he basically trains and trains. As it's been weeks since they've seen him cause any more damage. And plus, his bounty is infinity. So basically, yeah. Or they labeled it as ultimate infinity. Yeah. So imagine his bounty went up a lot. More than a normal, just like, done. So, yeah. Some of them speculate that Zoro, or this guy, or Zoro, or this guy, or so they believe that he doesn't have any connections to any students. As yeah, so the overhaul fight thing. Actually, hold on. When I said he hunted all the villains things, yeah, he went from being the quirkless nobody to actually having the power of infinity. Yeah. So basically, so basically he has the powers of. So he's now more valuable. And plus the pro heroes looked at Zuko, or they talked about Zoro, but they haven't talked about his past of why he doesn't like, because that's one thing. Why can't we just all get along? Like we always like fight for some stupid reason, but No one looks back at the past of what our ancestors did. And they didn't have like technology. No, no, sir. They had to work for that stuff. So yeah. So then he trains, and guess who saw him training with a shirt off? If you guessed Toga, you're right. And when she saw him without a shirt on, she was so like triggered, happy, kind, that she literally was. She took a. She even took a picture of him, um, on the like phone, so that she can. Every time she like lays in her bed, she looks at him through through the phone. Yeah, that's how in this alternate version of Toga is, because instead of her like having the going crazy, she decides to, you know, get all weird. Yeah, but Toga doesn't need blood. Yeah, un. She sometimes lays in her bed, looks at him, as she covers herself with or anime body pillows of him. Because so when everyone saw, like when everyone saw what Zoro looked like in person from the TV shows and videos, the videos went viral as every girl oh had their hearts set on him. Yeah, Toga. Um, what else? And yeah, basically everyone. And I mean, when I say everyone, I don't just mean like. And the shops have, or like shopping malls have the him, like his statues of him, mm, and the the he became such a ladies' man, and even like his modeled his swords, or their to to sell, and they made a fortune as they were so hyped up. They even made a movie of him. like doing the epic scenes, and yeah, he was more famous. I'm talking about One Piece Zoro that Zuko is, but then no one knew that his real identity is actually Zuko. So yeah. So then Ochako remembered her old friend, and that used to be like when at age of 2, she remembers she remembers her friend was Zuko. So yeah, how much she cared about him every single day. Hey, yeah. So yeah. So I'll get this straight. So at age of 2, Ochako falls in love with him. And then at age of 3, Rinko falls in love with him. And then when no one else, but when he became Zoro, everyone wants to respect him, love on him, and put him behind bars too. So, yeah. But everyone is scared of his sword style. And yeah. So then the Ochako can't help Ochako can't help herself to she thinks about how because she remembers who Zuko is, but she never knew that she wants to see if Zuko and Zoro are connected. What does she do? She go right to where Zoro could probably be. Like she took a random guess. So please wait for part 2 to come out.